Hello everyone, welcome to FPX.ZQ versus FAF for our round 3 of game 1 for day 2. Let's try to get day 2 done all in one day with the commentaries, and then we'll move on to day 3 very soon. But it seems like FAF7 will be coming out with a Priestess Seer and a forward ban. I don't think a forward ban is really that necessary for a Hermit, to be honest with you, considering the fact that FAF7 does main Hermit overall. Then from our FPX.ZQ side, our professional team side, we will be having Moem, Drop and Sans coming out with our Barmaid, Entomologist, and of course an Antiquarian. Now the last ban will be the Mercenary. They're doing the ban picks pretty darn fast, to be honest with you, and that's what I honestly like about it. You make your decisions fast. There you go, the first officer is going to come out from Li Bao's side. Now then, we'll be doing our character switching as of now, and then the personas will also be locked. This team seems like it will be an ever sleeping town. They chose ever sleeping town. I mean, ever sleeping town in general. You could say that you can land your miracle orbs pretty darn easily, but also with the fact that this survivor team counters the hermits, so I wouldn't really say you can land that miracle orbs that easily, as we said before as well in many of my other videos. It's just the swing speed boost, the B speed boost, and of course the barmaid self heal. That's just gonna hurt the Hermit quite a bit, because you need to consider the fact that Hermit, there's an 8-second cooldown between each miracle orb, and you need to make sure that you land them, so it'll take a while for you to aim properly and to land them, and to land too to get a stun on the barmaid. By the time you've done that, it's probably barmaid has already been fully healed. And also with the fact that barmaid coming out here simply just means that, you know, they want barmaid to use dovlings and heal. They don't want to waste time with the decodings overall. But from FAF7 side, we'll be seeing a Hermit coming out. And then Hermit coming out, it seems like it'll be an Entomologist, Barmaid, First Officer, and an Antiquarian play right here. Entomologist is in Balcony, which isn't too bad, and of course our barmaid is a little bit. Our barmaid is actually outside of. Barmaid being outside of detached here, it could be either a good fortune or a misfortune. Cause if once the Hermit uses connection, if Hermit finds barmaid first and then lands a blue orb immediately, barmaid probably will be forced. Barmaid probably will be forced to drink Dovlin early in game, and it's also considering the fact that barmaid is in an open area as well, so there's not that much area for them to contain and to dodge the orbs. But moving on, this is going to be FAF versus FPX.ZQ for our game 1 first half of today. Okay, let's see, 7 spawning this direction. Seems like we'll be manually linking up the ciphers right now. It seems like the ciphers aside from middle cipher has been linked. Seems like 7, I mean, if you don't link middle cipher, then does that mean that you want to lock middle cipher? No, middle cipher has been linked, my bad, never mind about what I said. Ooh, landing the, oh my god, that landed. You know what, that's something that we can all learn. That's something that we can all learn right there. Landing that first red orb on first officer right there was really nice. But of course, here as we can see as well, the stopwatch coming out here isn't really that helpful for the Hermit as well to chase after. And then sees where the bees is, gets one hit on him. At least the bees are gone now, which is a good sign. But I guess overall, if you force first officer to waste an item, it's not like you gained anything. I mean, you could say, yeah, he can't rescue for a second time, but after our first officer uses his watch, I guess the 7% decoding buff is going to come in quite clutch here, especially against a Hermit, in which 15% of your decoding progress is lost. Well, 8% of your decoding progress is lost, right? I remember there was an adjustment made for Hermit, my bad. But missing the blue orb right there, sadly, it does seem like Antiquarian still has flywheel. Most likely won't be flywheeling that hit, but we do see where the Entomologist bees are coming at. Sadly, the bees did come in a little bit too late, but of course Ento wanting to come in for the support once again gets one hit on a beast, and of course that pushback there really did help quite a bit, considering the fact that you do also see Moem is currently, you know, swinging and then creating so much distance, hiding behind the wall there just to make sure that she doesn't get double looped. Now then, yeah, she's just cutting the corners way too fast right here. She honestly is cutting the corners way too fast. It's not giving, and then another vault over, wow. It's not giving Hermit any chance to land an orb. We also did see that Hermit missed an orb right there, so it's already another 8-second free containment time. Most likely could get the blink hit out here. I guess at the end of the day, whatever you, like, if you have blue, if you land a blue on Antiquarian, the barmaid will change. If you the first officer will change, and then if you land a red on Antiquarian, then the barmaid will change. Since, I mean, the survivors didn't really get the change at all, since this Mao M is currently cutting corners way too darn hard. Also, we do see that phase 2 has currently been open as well. Oh, red has currently been locked on the Antiquarian, thankfully. But it's not going to be easy for you to land your skill 2 right here. Antiquarian will just be running back towards you, see? And then will not be getting the hit right there. This orb has to land, or the flywheel will be baited out right there. Very nicely done by 7. Very patient with the play there as well. 3 ciphers has basically been done by this point, and another 2 cipher currently at 25%. It's a bit unfortunate for the Hermit right here, but it does seem like Hermit's gonna chair closer towards the S palette right now. We also do see that first officer cipher has been delinked or disconnected, so there won't be any remote decoding coming from first officer cipher, so he needs to run back towards the cipher very soon. It does seem like barmaid is gonna go run towards the cipher right now. For the survivors here, first officer can just take his time. 7 has to be very careful to not hit the chair right here as well. First officer is definitely a huge nuisance. Gets the hit on, it seems like that hit it. Oh no, that did hit the Antiquarian, but of course, Antiquarian, can you land? Ooh, it doesn't seem like Antiquarian wanting to use any staff right there. Probably wanted to save for mid game, but I guess the cipher is still enough. No matter how you see it, the cipher does look like it's still enough. Barmaid here is currently being healed as well. Currently, let's see, barmaid and first officer is currently decoding a cipher together in middle. So most likely what could happen here is there'll be a double rescue coming in from the barmaid or on the first officer. But then again, it doesn't seem like there's any need to do so, because first officer can just stay in balcony and then slowly run down. But he needs to make sure that he's not too late or even too early to go towards for the rescue. Now then, getting a normal hit right there. A little bit unfortunate is the fact that yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Still wanting to stall a little bit more time right there. The most unfortunate part there was really 7 using his orbs, using his miracle, because what definitely could have happened right there was, basically what 7 could have definitely done was he landed a hit on first officer and then land the first orb on the chair, a red orb let's say, and then another blue orb on a chair. So then the first officer will be automatically stunned regardless of what happens. Or even if he did use one miracle orb right there, he can land the second one on the chair and then immediately use his phase 2 instead of using his phase 2 first and then his phase 1, just because of the fact that there is still a, you know, animation when it comes to using your skill 2 compared to your skill 1. Now then, with Mao M's containment right here, as we can see, no blink has been used at all throughout the game, but also by the time that 7 has chaired Mao M, Entomologist gate should be open, so this will at least guarantee a 3-man escape from FPX.ZQ here. Now then, let's congratulate ZQ for the 3-man escape. Moving on towards second half. Okay, let's see, from second half, it seems like we'll be seeing D-Ball coming out from ZQ's side. Priestess being the first ban, and it doesn't seem like Seer will be coming out, because they do know that FPX.ZQ does have a Seer in their hands. So getting a Seer out is kind of like saying having an extra survivor who does nothing in the field for FAF survivors. But of course, an entomologist coming out is also with the fact that entomologists may counter BonBon, but at least entomologist counters wax artists. So I guess at least we can, you know, counter the wax artists alongside with the alongside with the BonBon to a certain extent. Excuse me. Oh, I feel sick for some reason. But it seems like the next 2 bans will be First Officer and Mechanic. First Officer and Mechanic wouldn't be too bad. I guess it's just to prevent the Cypher Rush for them to get the end game. And of course, First Officer with the decoding buff. It seems like D doesn't want any decoding buff from the First Officer. Allowing the 4 to come out though. I mean, I guess, to be fair, we haven't really been seeing 4 coming out from professional teams just yet, unless I'm a dumb idiot I probably am. But as we can see here from the last bans, it'll be a female dancer ban, which isn't too bad. Doesn't seem like survivors are too keen on picking female dancer, but if D-Ball decides to ban female dancer, then he'll most likely become a BonBon for this game. I mean, Waxardus does counter the first 3 survivors shown on our screen right now. From Nanzia's side, I guess you can come out with a patient or an acrobat, considering those 2 are one of the most used survivors in this map, but it seems like the Postman will be coming out instead. We haven't seen Postman as much after his decoding letter nerf though. It has been reduced from 20% to 10%, which is why not a lot of professional teams prefer him anymore, because of the fact that he can't rush the rescuer cipher and, you know, buff the survivors and look for dungeons. For the pro teams in general, they just see him as, you know, an extra survivor with not a lot of support potential, not a lot of kite potential, since his dogs is easily baited and you can easily dodge it. It's just a little bit unfortunate for Postman to fall out of meta because of the fact that his decoding letter has been reduced from 20% to 10%. But overall, it's a good nerf for Postman. Sorry, but I mean, like, you can see here, like, just with the 10% debuff, Postman has already fallen out of meta. Maybe if it was a 5% debuff from 20% to 15%, maybe Postman would have still stayed on top. But for now, he's very, very low when it comes to, well, I mean, you don't really see him in rank anymore. You honestly don't really see him in rank anymore. He's still viable, of course, to a certain extent, but Postman in general, you don't really see them, yeah. But the Postman coming out here most likely is to support the forward, to decode a little faster. I think a bit on my lips or my tongue for a little bit right there when I talked. Am I bleeding? But it'll be on FPX.ZQ D side coming out with a BonBon. BonBon wouldn't be too bad here. It's just a toy merchant that BonBon can't chase. BonBon can even chase a forward if he wishes to do so, in all honesty. But, you know, for our game 1 first half, this will be pretty intriguing to watch, as we do see here as well. It's going to be another cross-section selection spawn. BonBon spawning by Mansion Gauge. Oh, I guess that isn't too bad. That isn't too bad. But overall, this map really does look like a toy, doesn't it? With the tram and all. I won't lie, it looks very cute. But okay, onto the game we go very soon. And Entomologist spawning by Geisha. We'll also have the toy merchant on balcony. Postman is near S pallet, and then forward is in middle to support the containment overall. Entomologist could come in for support with bees, but it wouldn't really be that effective because BonBon can just throw down one bomb and then won't hit, and then immediately the bees are gone. But yeah, overall it's really up to the survivors for this one to gain a 3. Well, I mean, as long as they get a tie, that's all what matters. Well, not a tie. For the hunter here, as long as they get a tie, that's all what matters. But let's move on to the game then, shall we? Okay, then onto the game we go. D spawning in here, as we can see as well. The forward is currently at middle, and C is already rotating towards the detached house already. Decides to not use any bees though to rotate the detached house, but it does seem like he's safely rotated in. And then it does seem like our BonBon wants to look for the Postman right now. Of course, with our persona points with the, let's see, what's this? This is going to be a trump card detention with a max pallet breaking and of course a 1 stack of rage. And then from D side, wanting to bait out the red light here as well, but it doesn't seem like Postman wants to buy any of this. Throws out the dog immediately right from the corner, gets the guaranteed bite right there, thankfully. It seems like BonBon's little legs will be slowed down a little bit. Now then, Entomologist coming in for a support. Oh, very nice usage of the bees right there, allowing the Postman to pull far away straight towards S pallet. It seems like BonBon wants to change targets here, as we do see here as well. Entomologist in this area isn't really that good, because you also do need to consider the fact that Entomologist, after the bees are gone, it will be a forced drop down here, and of course an immediate blink out. And then D getting the no attack recovery hit right here. That's one bomb placed down. The second bomb definitely will be chained. Ooh, didn't get to chain that one. That's a little bit unfortunate. Now then, allowing entomologist to get back upstairs, there should be a one bomb and then immediate hit, but it seems like entomologist has decided to claim the bees back immediately right after that. Now then, it's a little bit unfortunate for Weibo, for D side. I still think he's in Weibo Lamau. For D side, that, you know, he didn't get the double hit on the entomologist, but of course, as we can see here as well, Tramcoon is already coming in for the support, allowing entomologist to pull a little bit more of a distance right there as well. I do have the compliment seed as well though. His bees, like the way he retrieves his bees back is very professional. As in, like, he predicted all of BonBon's movements. It was all very nicely done. But of course, we're getting rid of one of the traps, not one of the catapults right there, and another one is very close towards Nancy. Yeah. It seems like a toy merchant is going to be... Oh, toy merchant can't get that, can't retrieve that anymore. It probably is better for BonBon to break that. Yeah. Does toy merchant have any more catapults? The BonBon break the other catapult. My turtle brain, not my turtle brain, my goldfish brain just went. But destroying the pilots right here is probably more beneficial for BonBon right now. Throwing out the 2-second bomb is just to reset the remote control bomb without any animation. But it seems like it'll be a double rescue here. Getting a no damage rescue against a BonBon is absolutely divine for the survivors here though. Even though they have to aim for a 3-man escape, still, you know what, getting a no damage rescue from a BonBon is still very good. Because you do have to consider the fact that, like, with chip hunters in general, if you do manage to actually get a no damage rescue, it's kind of like saying, yeah, they have no presence, so they can't, you know, have a good, like, they can't snowball for late game. But just because of the fact that forward did actually come and wanting the rescue, but it was taken by the toy merchant instead. Ooh, forward coming in with a, let's see, that's a 50% ball. Yeah, forward doesn't have tide. No, that's a 75% ball. Yeah, forward doesn't have tide. It's just really unlucky right here. There's nothing really much that we can say about it. And of course, another is there a catapult there? Oh, there is a catapult there. Damn, and D, of course, looking at the other side towards the stairs right there as well. Forward coming in with another support, but it does seem like the entomologist will be stuck there, sadly. That was some very nice remote control bomb placement there, but it doesn't seem like the survivors managed to... It seems like there's something wrong with their voice comms, because if entomologist definitely could have just washed through that, considering the fact that forward did a really nice stun for the ento right there to pull such a huge distance. But here, as we can see, forward just jumped immediately oh, lovely catapult placement. It was a great catapult placement for the entomologist, but not for the timer, but not for the forward, I guess. But it does seem like forward will be going down here though, considering the fact that that was a huge mistake made by him right there. Now that the last cipher is currently being decoded, if a postman can get a dog right here to slow down the chair time, it probably would be better, but it doesn't seem like the dog will be coming out soon. I feel like if the dog came out, then that cipher definitely could have been like at least at 95%, but for the postman to stay here is really dangerous. And now getting rid of the catapult, and of course a kick towards the cipher right there, a back kick towards the cipher right there from the BonBon side. Kuma Kuma, as BonBon says, you want to get the cipher done? You won't be getting it done anytime soon. Now then, it does seem like forward has no items. Getting an immediate chip right there and a remote control bomb to take it home. We'll be turning back towards postman cipher right now. Postman cipher will just be locked forever, and of course the toy merchant cannot come in to rescue because she's a one chip down. There's still 60 seconds left until the next abnormal, so really what's there for the BonBon to do is to throw another 5-second bomb out towards Toy Merchant Cypher. Is Toy Merchant coming in soon? It doesn't seem like Toy Merchant is coming in soon, but if no, they're both gonna come in, that is a bit more riskier. I mean, you're gonna guarantee the rescue, that's for sure, but you're not gonna guarantee the Cypher rush. Let's see here, the last cipher is currently being decoded, but forward getting down there with the 5-second bomb, really unfortunate once again. And Toy Merchant cipher at 74%, 20 seconds left until the next abnormal. We're most likely gonna try land a few chips here on the Toy Merchant. It seems like we barely missed that one, which is a little bit sad, but the remote control bomb does not go upstairs and decides not wanting to use the animation right there for the remote control bomb. And then once again, it seems like this is not a back kick from BonBon. It seems like we're gonna we're gonna do a backhand slap on the cipher right there with that abnormal animation. Oh, not too bad. But from AC side, it's a little bit dangerous here as well, cause it's a 1-chip, it's a 3-chip down BonBon, a 1-chip 1-hit down Postman. Sorry, lol. But here as you can see, that's 1 bomb currently being deployed down. That's 1 chip. 2nd chip definitely will be coming in soon, considering how tight this area is. And of course, the 3rd chip definitely can be taken home with the remote control bomb right here, as we do see. Dodging that dog was really nicely done, but it'll just come back to bite you. But thankfully the bomb has also came back to bomb on Postman, lol. Now then, turn the Postman in towards basement here, as we can see. Even if the toy merchant does pop the cipher, it wouldn't make too much of a difference for BonBon right here, cause Pops probably knows where the toy merchant is. No, doesn't know where the toy merchant is, cause BonBon didn't bring it. Yeah, cause BonBon didn't bring the bye bye persona trash, so it shouldn't be too bad. But we do say that, we do see that the toy merchant is currently rotating in towards graveyard right now. The Tinnitus should be popping very soon. Tinnitus popping here. BonBon needs to walk back now. Probably does know where the toy merchant is as well. But toy merchant is very deep inside graveyard here, as we can see. Tinnitus should disappear right now. BonBon should have a good view, or even a... Oh, no, never mind. Does not see where the toy merchant is. Oh no, he does see now, but toy merchant should be able to get the dungeon right here, as we can see. Can he? To be fair with you, Postman's on chair for quite a darn long time. Is there enough time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh, gets the head out right there, but there is no crawl speed, considering that there is no flywheel from the toy merchant, sadly. Let's congratulate D for the 4-man elimination and for FPX.ZQ for winning round 1. Moving on to round 2.